If I ask you who you are, what do? You describe who you are by what is around you. You describe who you are by the association you have made through perception, through activity, through interrelatedness. This is like describing the hole in a piece of wood. You describe the hole in the piece of wood by the condition of the wood. You haven't described the hole at all. You laugh, but that is the problem, the root problem of your entire life. You describe the indescribable. Try to describe what is the whole. Well, you can say it's found on the 8th ring of wood. It's black on one side and brown on the other side. It has worm rot here and all these different conditions. It's not the whole at all. You're describing what surrounds it. That's what you're doing with yourselves. It's rot. You're describing yourself by what surrounds you in the subject-object activity realm. You are trying to describe yourself. How can you describe the whole? By ceasing the mindset surrounding it. By bringing to an end where it is, how it is, and the condition it is. Because everything you describe is not the whole. But what do you experience? The knowingness, the innate, unique experience of knowing that the description of the whole has nothing whatsoever to do with it, and yet it exists as a reality. Because you can pass through it, an object through it, if it is big enough, or drop a thread through it if it's small enough. The whole has an individuality that is described by the mortal trimmings. The belief syndrome gives the whole identity, but it does not describe it. It does not dimensionalize it. It just reveals its unknowable nature, which in our language, the only word usable for that is the infinite or the ineffable. That whole has so much power because there is an opening in what appears to be a solid substance. Guess what? What is the solid substance? The mind says it is the wood. The solid substance is the whole. Because it remains, no matter what exists, it is the counterfeit that describes it. I'm making it very simple, but the whole thing is. It's the result of the simplicity not being understood. In other words, the whole not being understood. That the world and society has dreamed up philosophies, have dreamed up sciences, has dreamed up physics, you see, and metaphysics, to try to do what? Create a thrust into the framework of your referential mental nature. That is what the high teaching does. The high teaching, in essence, says nothing other than, please break my conceptual thinking so that I may perceive the reality of the whole. What do? We educate, just like this one was, with all kinds of subjects. And that's fine and dandy. But it is not the be-all. It is the end-all. You see the trouble with education and the false sense of education. There's nothing wrong with education. But what is wrong is the incompleteness of it. We are not taught to relinquish as a verity the insubstantial nature. We are taught to make the insubstantial nature substantial. We are taught to make it the custodian of our selfhood. And what have we done? We have made it the custodian of our distress. Because the form is distressed as long as it is thought to be the substance of our wholeness. You wonder, what is your distress? There is not one individual in this room who has not moved other than in the framework of an association with the rim of the whole. You have no sense of authenticity without describing the objective. Why is being so difficult to describe? I'll tell you, it is infinite. It is ineffable. Why wouldn't you be new every moment? Why wouldn't you be spontaneity appearing every moment? Why wouldn't you be the evidence that you are nothing but the outline of a whole history? A whole history. You come through the birth channels of the mind's description through attempting the channel of objectivity. This is the demand of this plane. You have come as a result of objectivity, acquainted with a language that allows your object a sense of familiarity and a sense of community. These have been set to go with your object called you. What has happened, and the reason, perhaps one of the reasons I am here, and always have been here, is to cause you to be in a questioning state about your validity and the validity of your state. What is valid about your state? Society's appraisal of it? What is valid is only the unexchangeable item that is called wholeness, which you cannot describe, but your very presence points to. As long as you don't do what? Possess it. You can't. You and the wood and the whole are entirely different. How can the wood possess the whole? You say the whole is in the wood. You say the whole is in the wood. It isn't. The whole is, and that's why the wood appears, with a hole in it. Do you realize if there wasn't wood around the whole, describe the whole? If there wasn't wood around the hole, describe the hole. What is love? Where does it belong? Why can't you tell me what love is? What is truth? What is mind? What is spirit? What is soul? What is being? Why are you silent? You can't describe it. They are part of the whole, not part of the rim. That's something. They're not part of the rim.